Hey everybody, Andy here with our next installment in learning Jass. Hope you have enjoyed the video so far. If you've got any questions, just leave them in the comments of this one or one of the earlier videos and I'll try and pick those up and answer them for you as best as I can. You should now be able to play a coiffeur. I think we had 7 calls as at the video last time, so we're starting to really build up a game. Hope you're enjoying it. I'm moving on now. The next few videos will just be introducing some more calls, so like trumps, top down, bottom up. Today I'm going to look at one called Misere, and we'll have a look at that one now. You can just add that then to the list of calls that you can make in your coiffeur. So this is Misere, Misere that we're going to look at. I'm just have a look at the cards there that I've just laid out, if you can see them. So I'm going to assume they're my cards. And the points and the priority for Misere. Let's start with that, shall we? So the priority counts works the same as a top-down. Okay, easy. The points also work as a top-down, same points. If you're not sure about the priority or the points, just nip back and have a look at the top-down, bottom-up video, which was the second video in the series. Given that the priority and the points are the same as the top-down, what's the difference? I can hear you asking now already. Well, the difference is that the points that myself and my partner score will count against us. They will count for our opponents. And the points that our opponents win, they will count for me and my partner, for our team. Okay, so that's the subtlety. So, or another way of looking at it, you want to lose as many points as you can while you're playing the tricks. Because at the end of the game, when you count up the points that your opponents have got, they'll come to you. So that's how the priority and the points are. In terms of when would I call it? When would I call a Misere? What's a good Misere hand? Well, if you look at my cards that I've laid out here, again, then you will see a hand. I don't have any 6s. I've got lots of 7s and 8s, and the odd other card in there as well. I've got a 9 over here as well. So I can't really do it bottom up because it's a little bit similar to bottom up, you might be thinking. No, because I can't do a bottom up with these. I don't have any 6s. If I had 1 or 2 6s maybe in with here instead of like this queen and that jack, maybe that then starts to look like a good bottom up. But I don't have those. I have these cards. So I might be tempted with those then to say, okay, it's not a bottom up, but it looks like a really good Misere because I'm not going to win many tricks with this, and that's the point with Misere. I'm trying to lose them all. So on the face of it, that's a great Misere. Just one thing to watch with that: if my partner had those cards, he's not so happy, or she, with me, because actually they have rubbish Misere cards because they have lots of high cards and high scoring cards, and so they have a high chance of winning lots of tricks normally, winning lots of tricks, and therefore we would win the points as a team when we're playing the tricks, and therefore those points would go to the opposition and we end up with not many points. So the thing with the Misere, it's normal, not always happening, but normal, that you would wait for your partner to pass before you would call a Misere. It's not always possible, it depends where you are in the circle, but normally you would wait for your partner to pass, just in case they have a really good top-down hand, something like this, because they can absolutely ruin your Misere. The other thing is, it's rare, it's not that it never happens, but it's rare that you would play it as a joker. Because a joker is usually, you would put it at the bottom of your coiffeur, so it's the most expensive one. The multiple is the highest. In our example in the last video, it was a multiple of 7, so it's a 7 times, so it's risky for that reason. But also, as I've just said, it's risky because your partner also might not have great cards, so you could be doing it as a 7 times. If you did it as a joker, you could do it as a 7 times, and your partner's got rubbish cards and you end up with not many points. That's not very good. You won't go very far with that. So it's rare, but never that you would do it as a joker. So that's the Misere. There's some other subtleties which I might cover off on a later video about strategies and tactics and things like that, but that's the basics of it. add it onto your list of item of calls in the coiffeur, and then you can include that in your game as well. Over the next few videos I'll include some more of those calls, so we can really start extending the list of options that we've got in a coiffeur. And as I said in the last video, this is where it starts to get really interesting, because you've got more options to go with. So hope that's okay, hope it was informative. Try to cut out some of the jokes in this video, because apparently it was maybe a bit too much. I don't know, maybe you didn't think there were any jokes in it anyway. That's up for you to decide. But hopefully that was okay. You've learned another call, and enjoy playing Misere. Be happy while you play it and not miserable. And see you on the next video. Bye.